Well, hello the new, and guten tag to all our Mexican viewers. Yes, it's me, Leonard Wells, with another broadcast from Studio B here in the Giggle Mill in Haslingden, Lancashire in the UK. If I tell you Adolf Apfelstrudel is the engineer tonight, that sweet guy from Berchtesgaden in Bavaria, you'll realise that once again you've been denied my world-famous rendition of Nessun Dorma. My ditty tonight is a first for the Giggle Mill. It's a tongue twister, and I shall try hard to speak plainly, so all you overseas viewers will be able to follow what is being said. This twister concerns a Mr. C, S-double-E, and a Mr. Saw, S-O-A-R, who were very old friends from way back. Mr. C owned a saw, and Mr. Saw owned a seesaw. What happened was that Mr. C's saw sawed Mr. Saw's seesaw before Mr. Saw saw Mr. C, which made Mr. Saw sore. Had Mr. Saw seen Mr. C's saw before Mr. C saw Mr. Saw's seesaw, then Mr. C's saw would not have sawed Mr. Saw's seesaw. But Mr. C saw Mr. Saw and Mr. Saw's seesaw before Mr. Saw saw Mr. C's saw. So Mr. C's saw sawed Mr. Saw's seesaw. It was a shame to let Mr. C see Mr. Saw so sore, just because Mr. C's saw sawed Mr. Saw's seesaw. Oh, blimey. Thank you and good night, folks.